Thank you for checking out crypto.chartguys.com, the source for technical analysis in the cryptocurrency world. We are proud to announce our own crypto alert system designed to give you the most critical technical trading information possible no matter where you are. Keep your eyes on the market with mobile or email alerts for MACD crosses, RSI levels, and even inside bar alerts for dozens of coins across multiple exchanges. New features and proprietary ChartGuys indicators are already in development. Our alert system is very easy to customize and utilize, so don't hesitate to sign up for the most effective crypto trading tool on the market at crypto.chartguys.com. Hello everyone, checking in on MJ, WEED, ACB, APH, and then we'll look at PAS, which has had all the hype around it recently. One thing I want to point out before we get going is that we don't have, well, I want to talk about the correlation a little bit. The correlation with SPY and the Canadian MJ market. And just to clarify some things for people, it's not the kind of correlation where you can say, okay, well, if the S&P 500 is up 0.5% and Canadian MJ is in the red, we're not correlated. It's not that simple. And the reason is because we have after hours trading and pre-market trading for traditional markets, and we have futures trading as well. And with Canadian MJ, we don't even have pre-market trading. So you'll note on the 5-minute time frame, if you do these comparisons, which I've done in the videos, you'll see that the correlation is there once the bell rings. But in terms of where we are set up, you know, we could see the market open up green 1% and Canadian MJ, if it opens up 5%, it's the correlation after the open that I'm concerned with, not the numbers, not the percentage numbers, just watching the tick for tick price action on the 5-minute time frame and noting how many times when we see a 5-minute red candlestick on SPY, the S&P 500, how many times we will see a 5-minute red candlestick on WEED or these individual names as well. So where we stand heading into tomorrow, again, just the general overview of the markets. You can check out the video that I'm going to upload after this one. But we're still seeing healthy daily consolidation. We're looking for a higher low to be established on the daily time frame. And at this point, the two scenarios are, in my opinion, we're either seeing a bull flag of healthy consolidation on the daily with the bulls about to show up, or if we see further pullback and a break to lower lows on the daily, then we will look to form a higher low. But in either instance, I think tightening ranges are more likely than not to be coming as we head into next week. So here on MJ, MJ is seeing a little bit of bearish action. We have our low of the dump, our high of the bounce, higher low, lower high, and we did have a little higher low here that has now been lost. So that's a little bit of a setback for the bulls. We're now looking down at the next support level of 32 even, 31.79, and then 30.36. Fidelity still does not have any shares available to short on MJ, so unfortunately, it looks like I'm not going to be able to play the sector bearish anytime soon, as that was my venue, and there were 100,000 shares available at one point, but now there's 0. So bears are in control. We're seeing some weakness. We look at the hourly time frame. It's lower highs and lower lows. A lot of choppy action here with wicks, but in general, the bears have the momentum. So we have inside bars on the daily time frame still forming. WEED and ACB still have this setup. Declining volume is completely normal within this inside bar pattern, and a break is coming tomorrow, and I can say that with pretty much 98% certainty. So I'm looking at support of 28.26. If we break this level, it's 28.12 and then 27.01. If we get a bull break of 29.36, we're looking at 29.88 and $30 as the next two levels. So the odds favor a bear break as we close near the low of the day, but we'll have to see. As we know, those market makers can certainly open it higher if they want to. So we'll have to see where the market makers open it. But once we do get the break, we should see a reaction with the market shifting momentum in that direction. The hourly time frame is showing us this tightening pattern where we just have our bounce and then higher lows, and now we're just fading down. Let's look at the 15-minute. So a clear lower high pattern all morning. We bounced up and hit the high, and then it was just lower highs and lower lows into the close. So watch that daily inside bar. It's all about that range, and that's going to give us direction in the short term. Checking in on ACB, it's the same thing. Inside bars, break of 1061 is bearish, and then would have us looking down at 996, so right around 10 psychological, and a break of 1087 is bullish. That would have us looking up at 1109, the recent top. Much different close for ACB. ACB favors a bull break. Now, I don't anticipate that one's going to break one way and the other's going to break the other way, but that just is an important to note that it is a bit of a different shift where WED is closing near the low of the day and ACB is closing near the high of the day. So I would expect that we are going to see them go in the same direction when we do get the break. Just a little interesting note in terms of they did not close with the same weakness. So let's look at the 15-minute time frame here. We had 30 minutes of bullish action into the end of the day where WEED did not see that same action. So tightening range, break coming tomorrow. APH broke bearish already today. Inside bar broke bearish and we closed at the low of the day. So as soon as we broke 1442, that's the bear signal. And we dropped down to 1407. That's a 2% plus drop. So if playing the inside bar bearish and, taking short-term puts on options, there is definitely profit to be had there on that daily inside bar signal just for a day trade even. A 2% drop in one day, depending on the expiration of your options, is going to be really nice gains. So closing near the low, support from here is 1377. It is one step back now from APH and ACB, or I should say from ACB and WEED, and it's just nothing but lower highs ever since we bounced. And that is definitely worth noting because if that does not change, the bulls are not going anywhere. So PAS, and to be perfectly honest, I haven't even looked at the PAS news right now. I don't have time to be trading PAS, and I don't have time to be researching PAS, but I will give you my analysis on the chart as I have seen plenty of breakouts in the penny stock and cryptocurrency world and the MJ world like this. One thing I want to point out is as soon as we couldn't break the high of yesterday, that's the profit-taking signal. That is a top fishing play where not only can bears jump in and say, all right, I'm going. So let's see, the high was 8.8. Let's say the price hits 8.5 and the bear says, okay, I'm going short right now. And if we break 8.8, I will exit. And then as soon as we start to pull back because some shorts are jumping in and some people are taking profit, we then see people saying, uh-oh, we're not going to break the high of yesterday. We're going to pull back some more. I'm taking profit. And then it's a race to take that profit. And look at us close at the low of the day. So we're going to look for a tightening range to form. Let's look at the hourly chart where we have our low, our high of a bounce, and now our pullback. And look at the start to today. Let's look at it on a shorter term time frame. So we see the open. Here's the open. The bulls run right up first 15 minutes, right towards that resistance. And then as soon as we pull back, the bears control the rest of the day. So it's just that sentiment. And that's a play I will often use with trading big name stocks like Amazon. It happened today. It happened today on Amazon and it happened on CMG. Let's look at that real quick. So daily time frame on Amazon, all-time high yesterday. As soon as we got up to that level, we got within $1, unable to break the high, and then we saw profit taking and ended up breaking down to the low of the day. CMG on the daily time frame, double top. We ended up breaking the high by 3 pennies, but that's a double top. And as soon as we see the bulls struggle to get through to a higher high, we know continuation dries up and the bears drop the price down. So as soon as the bulls see a little bit of weakness without the ability to break to a higher high on the daily time frame, that's when profit taking sets in. That's when bears jump in. So what to look for from here? The bears have control, and we have to see a higher low form on the hourly time frame that gets followed through. This was a little bear flag, and at this point, you can see volume was very healthy. Consolidation was very healthy until this candlestick when the volume spiked back up for the bears again. So we have to see the 15-minute time frame shift from lower highs and lower lows to higher lows and higher highs, and that's not going to happen anytime soon. We have to see a bounce, which is going to be likely another lower high, and then we have to see a higher low and a higher high to change that trend. So if you are not in a position already, I would be patiently waiting for at the very least, the 5-minute time frame shifting to give us higher lows and higher highs. But if you want to be more cautious, I would be looking at the 15-minute. And we are oversold on the 5-minute at the end of the day. So if we start weak first thing tomorrow and see a flush down, 15-minute RSI is oversold, we can definitely be looking, let's say the low 40 cent range. I would be starting to scout for an oversold bounce quick flip at the least. So I appreciate you watching. That's what's on tap into tomorrow, all about the daily inside bars for the big names. Certainly watching market correlation overall, and we'll see which direction we head into next week with in terms of which direction those inside bars break. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.